everyone, welcome to Bollywood Hungama's Hangout. I'm Rohit Khilnani. We have a lovely audience, guys. One hand just for yourself, for you guys. Thank you for waiting. And we have a lovely, charming guest today. You all know you all have come for her. Let's not waste any time and welcome Ananya Panday.
I was so scared no one was going to show up. So
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
Ananya, welcome. Looking lovely.
Thank you.
Ananya, firstly, I want to tell you they've come from different places. Some are from Mumbai, some are not from Mumbai, but they came just to
How
meet you and just to see
sweet.
you.
Thank you so much. I've not done too many things with a live audience, so I get very nervous, and I'm always scared that no one's going to show up. But thank you guys for who's come from like the furthest place. It's not a competition. But
See, they are more nervous than you. You have come from?
Himachal.
Wow, nice.
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 Uttarakhand.
Kanpur.
Kanpur.
From Gujarat.
From Gujarat.
South Bombay.
South Bombay. Come from Bandra. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we have some fun rounds of games. We have some questions. We have audience questions.
Okay.
And so we'll not waste any time and get into it.
Okay.
First question, Ananya, is are you enjoying this phase? You just had a release, which we all enjoyed, right?
Oh, has everyone seen it now? Okay, good.
Super. So we had that release and we all enjoyed it. This is literally the time when we all came to you for an interview. We said we want to talk to you
Yeah.
about the character and what have you gained so far? What is the big difference that you see from your previous releases to this one?
I think this is the first time I'm doing success interviews. I think that's a big difference. But I think what was the most important for me and the most fulfilling thing was the messages that I got from so many young boys and girls, and they spoke about how they feel represented and how they feel seen when they, see a film like this and they see a character like Ahana. Because there were characters when I was growing up, like there was Kalki from Ye Jawani Hai Deewani, like she was this like tomboy girl and she was the girl in the boy gang, and there was Janelia from Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na, and these characters really they gave me comfort growing up. I used to watch it and I used to not feel alone. I used to feel like it's okay to be slightly a tomboy. I don't have to be that girly girl. So if Ahana could be that for people, I think that was the nicest part for me.
How close to your personality is she? Like how similar?
A little too similar. I think especially at the time I played her, I was feeling similar things to her, and maybe I really believe that sometimes, and most of the times, films happen at the right time, and whoever's meant to do it will always end up doing it. As actors, sometimes it's tougher to say no to things than saying yes to things, because it actually defines your career more. And you feel, because in every script there's something that you like, so that moment when you're saying no to a director, you feel like, but what if I just do it? Like, what if I'm missing out? It's a very scary thing actually to say no to something. So you do feel bad when another person, not bad, but you feel like, arey, what if I did it and someone else does it? But I feel like eventually whoever ends up doing a film, they are only right for it.
Right.
And every film has its destiny, yeah.
All of us do, like, we are in different fields. We all work so that we get respect. We get, our bosses like it, people watching like it, for me. For you also, getting respect is one big thing. You have got that with Kho Gaye Kahan. Does it take time? Like, it comes with time and experience, or it just comes at, whenever it has to?
I think it comes whenever it has to, because a lot of people have been asking me, like, is this long overdue? Like, now that it's happened, how are you feeling? But I honestly feel like if everything that's happened to me before had not happened to me, I would not be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be the actor that I am today. I had to go through all of those feelings of failure and feelings of success and those feelings of being unliked or insecure in a way to make me who I am today. So I'm really happy with the natural progression of things. Like, some people are just born brilliant and born ready for certain roles and certain characters, but I like this growth because I feel like people have almost grown up with me. Right. I started when I was 18, and like when I'm interacting with a lot of journalists, they're like, we remember you during student and you were like this small kid, and I was like, I was a small kid, and now I'm 25 and I feel like 70 years old, but I'm like grateful for all the experience.
Right. Still a small kid. How do you deal with hits and flops? Like, hits is great fun to get, to do interviews, to meet fans. And when a film doesn't work, how do you deal with that? How tough is that?
It is tough. I'm not going to lie. It is tough because you're putting yourself out there and millions of people are watching you and they're judging you. And, like one comment can really go a really long way on a bad day. Something that would normally not affect me on any other day. Suddenly, when I'm anyway feeling low because a film hasn't done well and then I read something bad, then you really start to doubt yourself. But my dad has always told me the best way to get over a success and a failure is to get back on set. And that's something that I've tried to follow because even when you do well, it has to be about, okay, what next? Now, it's not like, Arey, maine ab kho gaye, hum kahan kiya hai, now I'm going to retire. It has to be like, now people are maybe hopefully expecting something better from me the next time. Right. And I have to keep getting better and evolving and getting better. Yeah.
Right. You said you get affected by comments. What kind of comment will affect you? Some people just say you're not good. Some people may say something about your look. Some people may say something about anything that they want. What kind of comment do you actually take seriously that, yeah, this person meant something?
The kind of person that I am, I've not really, ever been insecure about appearances. I think I'm more insecure about my personality. So if someone finds me annoying, I feel really bad because I'm a people's pleaser. So I always want everyone to like me and find me intelligent or funny or, want to be my friend. Right. And if I think, maybe things about like my personality that I can't change. If people don't like that, they are free to feel whatever they feel, but that's what makes me feel the worst. Right. Or if it's about my family, I guess that would upset me.
You're in the right room. You don't have to please anyone. They are all your fans. Right. What part of this character did you relate to? You're like, this is what I do. Like, this is exactly me.
So much of it, like, there was this one scene in the film where Ahana puts her phone away and she's like trying to do some work and then she keeps like looking at it and she keeps like stretching and, typing, but then the, that ping, ping, ping sound, it's almost like a horror film because it's like calling out to you and you want to, get to your phone. So that, even the whole spiral of like, stalking someone on Instagram, seeing who they're following, going into that whole loop and putting my self-worth into other people's hands. I've done that a lot and I still somewhere do that. Right. So a lot of that.
And it ends beautifully with resolutions. So first is 2024 is here. Anything that you have thought of that you want to do this year?
So ironically, I put this on Instagram and the film is all about not posting things. But I said every year we make resolutions to change ourselves. But I hope this year you can be completely yourself. Because I feel like what my journey last year was, I realized a lot about myself. I grew up a lot. I realized a lot of things that weren't good in the way I was being. I was very giving as a person and it's good to be, but to a level, I had so much FOMO. I just wanted to be everywhere and I was kind of not prioritizing my own mental health and kind of not figuring out what I liked as a person. So I think last year I learned to say no to a lot more things. I learned to just do what makes me happy, even if that's at the cost of losing people or losing out on things. So I think this year's about just following through with that.
Nice. You're not good at saying no, I'm told.
My mom had to give me a book called The Art of Saying No because I'm so bad at saying no to things.
Okay. So now you can? Like what is a good way? Suppose
now I say maybe. It's not a no, it's a maybe.
Okay. But suppose, it's tough. Like even all the stars I speak to, they say when someone comes with a film, they are so passionate, ki aap meri picture karo, ye meri story hai. How do you say no to that?
As I said, I think it is really tough because it's your no's that define you more than your yeses. And you do, because it's such an honor for someone to come to you because they think that you can do justice to what they've written or they feel like they can do something with you. And I feel like every script has something beautiful to it. And, as I said, it'll go into the right hands. So for me, it's always about, I think it comes more from a place of me not being able to do it justice. I always try to look at it in how I would be maybe harming the film or I may not be able to give my 100%. It's always less about what's wrong in the script when it comes to me dealing with those things.
Right. This year looks good. I've been hearing from different places about Call Me Bae. What can you tell at this point? I know you're not even started promotions or something, but what should they expect?
I feel like she will really like Call Me Bae. She's like my target audience for Call Me Bae, but it's like a chick flick. It's a young, entertaining thing. It's the first time I'm doing comedy because in Dream Girl and Pati Patni or Wo, it was more the comedy is happening around me. But this is more... Yeah, it has a fun bunch of people. Veer Das is in it. Oh, everyone loves Veer Das.
Everyone loves Veer
He's
Das.
great in the show, and it's just a fun thing, and it's entertaining, and it has to be taken as entertainment. So I
Right.
hope people see it as that. And then I worked with Vikram Aditya Motwani, sir, who is amazing.
Who's the best
He's the
director we have
best.
around?
He's like a dream director. My mom used to make me watch Udan so many times growing up that I feel like I manifested this somewhere. And that's a cyber thriller, which is really cool. And there's one more film which has not been announced yet, but that I don't think anyone's gonna recognize me only in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I look like sometimes I also look at a picture, I'm like, oh God, it's one of those just very far away from how my life has been, even in terms of the look and everything. It's very different.
Okay, nice. You jumped to that one, but I want to go back and ask you, what is it like to work with Vikram? Vikram is someone who made Jubilee last year. He's one of the best directors we have. What is he like?
He's like the most wonderfully awkward person ever. Like me and him will just look at each other and we have nothing to say. And sometimes, with people, you feel like you just need to keep talking and filling up those gaps. But I can just be quiet. And that's like the best sign, I think, to get along with someone. And I'm such a validation seeking actor. Like, I need my directors to like tell me 1,000 times that they are okay with the shot before I feel satisfied. But Vikram sir would not say anything. He would just go in a corner and like put his hand on his head. And I was like, oh my God, I've ruined everything. Like, I'm horrible. And then on the last day of shoot, he goes like, oh, I'm a fan. And I'm like, okay, thank God. But I feel like it was one of those experiences where in the moment, I didn't know what I learned because there was so much chaos. Like, it's a film we shot entirely in 15 days. And I'm in like every scene of that film. So it's one
Wow.
of those films. And it was so much chaos. So I don't think I like processed it. Like now also when I talk about it, it feels like a dream. But I think whatever I learned from that film unknowingly has shaped a lot of the actor that I am today. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to ask you, what did you learn from these people? So he's one guy who you worked with. What is there to learn from Vikram?
From Vikram, so I think he's a team leader. Because he wants everyone to grow with him. Everyone has to give their 100%. Everyone has to be fully there, fully aware. He also constantly, like Vikram sir is one of those directors, with certain directors, when you watch a film, you know that this is their genre and they're great at that. And you can almost identify that, oh, he made this film or she made this film. But every film he's done has been so different from the other. I don't think he's ever repeated a genre, honestly. And to keep reinventing yourself, even though you're called, like a legend or an icon, he keeps doing that. He's always learning and doing something that scares him, and that's a very inspiring quality.
Right. What is there to learn from an actor I love, Chunky Pandey, your dad?
Chunky Pandey. I think a lot. There's a lot to learn about being a good human being from him, because everywhere I go, I heard Karan say this on Coffee with Karan today, where he spoke about how he's the result of all his dad's blessings, and I feel that somewhere when it comes to me, because I feel like the goodwill that my dad has garnered in the industry, like every person that I come across, they say how warm he is, how he always makes them feel special, how he's a great, easy person to work with. So I think just a lot about being a human. And honestly, he got onto this OTT curve and he started playing these like small but impactful characters way before a lot of people did. So I think and he's working, touchwood, like almost every day. Like he's doing something or the other. So I think being a hustler also from my dad.
Nice. And since you mentioned what is there to learn from Karan Johar, what do you pick up every time you see him?
From Karan, I think just being myself, and I hope to be the way Karan has been for me. Like Karan, Alia, Kareena. For me, these are people, the way they've conducted themselves, off screen in interviews or their interactions with people, they've been so unabashedly themselves that has given me the confidence to, make mistakes but own it. And Karan's always the first one to, laugh at himself, own his mistakes, and just be honest. So honesty from Karan.
Honesty.
Yeah.
What is there to learn from Siddhant Chaturvedi?
From Sidharth, to work with a crowd. He's great. Like, he's a great performer. And Adarsh and I, like, we really, like, look up to him when it comes to that because he can really sway a crowd in any direction that he wants. And another thing about Sid is that he includes everyone. Like, if you see his friends from before, like from college and school, they're always with us. Like, during the trailer launch, the success parties, they used to come on shoot. Even if he's having a party with his friends, he calls me to, so he wants everyone to be happy and in a gang. Yeah.
What's there to learn from Ori? There's so much interest in Ori.
How to pose. I think how to be a liver. I'm learning on working on myself and to live from Ori.
That's absolutely something to learn from. What is there to learn from Aditya Roy Kapur? There is interest.
Yes. What is there to learn from Aditya? He's been very patient, which I think patience and perseverance and self belief. He's not been an actor who's just, when he started out, of course, after Ashiki, he must have, gotten so many offers and so many things to do. But I think he really took his time and chose wisely. And he's given all his films a lot of attention and love. Like, he's not one of those actors that does multiple things at one time or is just trying to fill up their calendar. So I think patience, and he really believes in himself very strongly. And that's a really nice quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Lastly, what should one learn from Ananya Panday?
Hi,
What is the
Ram.
one thing they should always remember being your fans?
Think before you speak.
Too late.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a social media quiz. What's the app you use for chatting? Is it WhatsApp, Instagram, or is it messaging?
WhatsApp and Snapchat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you text the most?
My mom.
Okay.
Yeah. Like all the time. Yeah. I just texted her like 2
Right.
minutes ago.
One famous person you follow who's not from the entertainment industry or you would like to follow?
Then I would follow them.
Yeah,
But who do I follow? Not from the entertainment industry.
Sports.
But now I'll have to go
Anyway.
and check who I'm following.
Okay.
I don't know. I follow like 1,500 people. That's like crazy. It's not normal.
That's,
I
is that
can't-
too much, guys?
It's a lot.
1,500?
What?
No.
What's
Yeah.
normal? It's so.
It's a reality check right here.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I'm not feeling. And like I just switched off my Instagram notifications, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we've all done that our whole lives." But like I did it for the first time, and it's changed my life.
Okay.
Yeah, it's changed everything. Because otherwise, like any small thing, my phone would beep, and you think, okay, I'll just go and check it for 1 second, but then you just get lost in that whole like spiral reels, dekho ye, dekho wo, dekho. You just get lost, you don't even realize.
Right. Last year on a scale of 1 to 10, how addicted you were, and now in 2024, how addicted you are on 1 to 10?
I think last year, towards the end of the year, at least I got much better. So I must have been like a 4.
Okay.
But I think now, because of the release and like selfishly, I just want to see what people are saying, I'm like a bit of an 11. Yeah.
Right. Do you have a Finsta account?
I had one, but then I got really scared that it's going to get hacked or leaked because I kept getting these emails, someone's trying to get into your account. So I deleted it. I got damn scared.
Do you have your read receipts on your chat on
I
WhatsApp?
just switched it off. I'm making lots of changes in my life because my parents always want to know where I am or if I'm alive. So they made me keep my last scene and my read receipts on. Now I've just put it off. Yeah.
Right. If you were on a dating app, what would be that one-line bio?
Hi.
Was there ever one?
No, I've never been on a
Okay,
dating app. I
okay.
don't think I've really required it. The caption would be, give me food and it's all good, or something like that. Yeah.
It is funny. Okay, so we move on to the rapid fire.
Yes.
Are you ready? This is the fun one.
Okay.
Okay. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Like, you're not giving me a second to just breathe. This
We can. There's a
is
hamper
your
for
trick.
you right there.
But there's
I can see.
actually... Okay, chalo, I'm ready.
Dekha? I just know what to say. You want some water?
No, I'm good.
Okay. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Check my phone.
Check your phone. And what would that be? Instagram?
I lie and tell people I do like pranayam in the morning, but I check my phone.
There you have it. Okay. What's your comfort food? What do you like to eat?
Butter chicken.
Okay.
Did someone say that? Yeah. Butter chicken.
A Bollywood personality you looked up to when you were growing up.
Karina.
Nice.
Yes. I still look up to her.
Right. One thing that you and your dad argue about.
Switching the lights off when I'm leaving a room. Yeah. He
Right.
gets really angry about that. If I forget to switch a light
Forget
off.
to switch.
Yeah.
And you do that often?
And also when he's roaming around the house in a towel all the time and my friends come home and I'm like, please just put a shirt on.
Right. Your go-to excuse when you want to leave a party. What would you say?
I have an early call time.
You have an early call time.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Your favorite holiday destination.
Masai Mara.
Nice. Are you a big animal person?
Yeah,
forest
I
person?
love like being one with like just seeing animals in their natural habitat. I think that's like the most magical thing.
Right. How good were you in studies on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think I was damn good, yeah. I think I was like an 8 because I was very
Okay.
eager. I was like, you know that class monitor जो board पे नाखून के साथ scratch करती है? I was that person. My friends hated me. Because even if like they bunked, I would be like, oh, where's? I would in front of the teacher, I'd be like, this one's missing. Like I was that, you know, that teacher's pet, and I would do my homework in school before going home. So
Right.
I was an eager student.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were good.
I was good.
Eight
I
is
was
good, right?
Yeah, I think I was an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite spot or space in your new home? What is that part?
It's a small space, so I think the whole of it. But there's a small balcony, so I think that would be because I can look into my old house also from there.
Right. The one career advice that stays with you, that someone who gave you firstly and that stays with you.
I think my dad has said not to copy anyone else's journey because you know there's so many people that you look up to and you're inspired by. Like I'm inspired by Alia and Kareena, but no matter what you do, you can't have lived what they have lived. You know, everyone's journey is going to be different. So I think not to copy because unknowingly you're like, I want my highway. Like Alia had her highway, but everything happens at the right time. You know, and everyone's going to have their own journey no matter what.
That is very good advice. And
Yeah.
Highway was something that changed her career
Yeah,
completely.
yeah.
Right. So we have 2 more rounds. One is Never Have I Ever and one is the audience
Lots of
round.
games.
So should we start with Never Have I Ever?
Yeah, chalo.
Okay. Had a crush on best friend's sibling. When you take time, we know it's have. Dated a co-star.
I don't like these questions. Pass.
Okay. Hidden a relationship with everyone. No one. Your parents don't know. Your sister doesn't know. Nobody.
No. Everyone knows everything about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everything about you.
Yeah.
You all know everything about her. Okay. Went on a blind date.
No. Scary
Never?
na? No.
Why?
Why means no. I like to know what I'm getting into.
Okay. Got trolled for absolutely nothing. Kuch kiya nahi, but
Yeah.
why? When
I
was
don't
that?
know. मेरी शक्ल ही ऐसी है.
What was that about?
I mean, sometimes I think I've also been trolled for the right reason. Not trolled, but sometimes I think, you know, I need to be... Because I think I have no connection between my brain and my mouth. I don't think before I speak, and my heart is in the right place. And I mean to say the right
best line,
thing,
yeah.
but sometimes that doesn't happen. So actually, it's a reality check for me sometimes to, you know that my words have a lot of power.
Had the urge of just deleting all social media.
Every day, but it never happens. I can't even switch my phone off. I'm so scared. I'm like, what's going to happen in like 5 minutes if I
But
switch my
why
phone
did you
off?
think of deleting? Why do you want to delete?
Because sometimes it's too much for your mental health.
Yeah,
Like you don't
that's
even
true.
know how much it affects you. Like I've actually started muting and restricting and blocking so many pages on Instagram because your feed, it's like you are seeing some devastating news in some part of the world and you scroll and you see a cute puppy and we don't have like
Yeah.
our attention spans are just like so short. We're not processing any information. It's really sad.
Right. Secretly taken a picture of someone in class, in school, in college, wherever. Just click someone.
I think I have. I can't remember, but it sounds like something I must have done for sure.
Okay. Followed someone and quickly unfollowed them because you were like, oh God, I shouldn't have followed.
No, I'm pretty bindas, yeah, like that. I follow 1,500 people. There must be something I'm doing.
Checked your sister's phone.
I'm not. I don't have a death wish. She'll
Really?
break my head.
Really?
Yeah, no. I check my mom's phone a lot.
Sorry,
I
you
don't
check
know
your
why.
mom's phone?
Yeah. I don't know what my mom's like. Yeah.
And why did you check
I
your
don't know,
mom's
because I know
phone?
her password, so it's just a fun thing to just... She has nothing on her phone. Just pictures of me.
I hope she's watching this. Right. Lied about going on a date to your parents.
Honestly, I'm a
simple.
very bad liar. Actually, I'm one of those people, like when I had my first boyfriend also in school, before I said yes to him, like he asked me out, and before that I called my mom and I'm like, should I say yes? And my mom's like, what are you doing? So I was one of those people who have to tell my parents everything. And I'm like fortunate enough to have had parents who encourage an open conversation.
Lied about watching a trending show just because it was cool and everyone was watching.
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
No.
Anything that you're watching that we should know that you're enjoying?
What am I watching right now? I'm watching Coffee with Karan, like everyone else. I finished the last season of The Crown, which was amazing.
which was nice.
It's one of my favorite shows.
Right.
So I just finished The Crown, yeah.
Super, guys. She is amazing. Give her a big hand. We will give you a hamper later. Calm down. Breathe. We'll go to them for some fun questions.
Okay.
Okay, guys, raise your hand if you have a question and I'll come to you.
What is something that you wish you knew or you wish someone had told you before your first movie?
When I started off, I was just really excited to be an actress. You know, I just wanted to sing and dance and do all these songs and just wear all these glamorous clothes. And I wish someone had told me to take my craft and my process more seriously when I started out, because now when I'm doing that, it's a way more fulfilling experience.
Which was the most hilarious moment on the set of Kho Gaye Hum Kahan?
The most rich moment?
Hilarious.
Or the hilarious moment? I think just shooting our first song, Hone Do Jo Hota Hai, in Goa, because it was literally like we're giving you two bikes, go swim in the ocean, play football, go to bars, go to restaurants, and just record yourselves. And that was so much fun because we actually went to a bar and we had a little too much fun, and we were all dancing, and Sid was rapping on some gully boy thing, and then he hit his head on something, and that was very funny for me. Yeah, they're all in. No, but there's in the song. Everything that's happening in the song actually happened.
Hi Ananya, this
Hi.
is Malvika.
Hi.
I am your huge fan.
So sweet, thank you.
First of all, congratulations for your movie Kho Gaye Hum Kahan and for your new house.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you one question that what came into your mind that you started with So Positive campaign on social media?
So when I started So Positive, a lot of people thought or felt like it was something that I personally experienced, and it was a little bit of that, but I think it was just something I was feeling in general is happening in our times. I've grown up in a time of social media. When Instagram had just started, I was also 13 years old, and I remember even when I had like 20 followers, I used to feel so pressurized putting a picture out there, because what will my friends say? Will this one like my picture? Will this one message? It's very stressful. So I think most of the time, when you want to handle something big, even starting a small conversation can go a long way. And I think I wanted to show people, and because there's easier ways to, like, if a crime happens, there's so you know exactly what to do. But with social media, people didn't know. I also didn't know what to do if something goes wrong on social media. So I just wanted to put all that information together and give people an easier outlet.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Ashti.
Hi.
Just want to kind of lighten up the
Oh.
questions. What's your, do you have a favorite item of clothing? And like, yeah, if yes, then like what?
My like track pants and my night suit. Like, I am a chore. I steal the night suits you get on airplanes. So they're all torn and tattered and like bitten by like some mites or something. But I'm very attached to my old pieces of clothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, what would you wear on like a casual movie night or something? Like
This only my night suit.
okay.
The free ones.
Hi Ananya.
Hi.
I'm Ayman Singh. So I wanted to ask that if you could switch lives with any of the fictional characters, what it would be and why?
Ooh, any fictional character. I mean,
Yeah.
a real life person whose life I've always found very fascinating is Princess Diana. I know I spoke about the crown. I think I'm just having a royal family moment. But I've just found her life really fascinating. And I'd love to, like, in general, I think in my career also, I want to play a real life character, because I feel like, someone who's existed, and a biopic, because I feel like the prep in that is so interesting, because you have to watch interviews and you have to copy someone's mannerisms and you have to change the way you speak, but then you have to also bring something of yourself. So maybe like Princess Diana from The Crown, or like Pooh from Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, because she was having so much fun. Yeah.
Fair.
Thank you.
Hi Ananya, you look
Hi.
gorgeous.
Thank you. So do you.
I loved you in Kho Gaye Hum Kahan.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about your granddad. It's like little I read about him. He was on the team of surgeons who performed the first heart transplant.
Yes.
I want to know, what are your fond memories of him, and what do you think are some of the qualities which you have imbibed or you would like to imbibe in your work?
Thank you for asking that question. He was in the team that did the first open heart surgery in India. He passed away when I was quite young. I was 7 when he passed away. So I don't remember too much of him, like, that I can think of. But I think he was a family man, and he always, prioritized his family. He always wanted his grandkids around him. And that's something that, I see for myself, and I want that. And he was very... giving to people and helpful with people. And like for me, more than my memories with him, it's really nice to hear other people's stories. Like, for example, on Kho Gaye Hum Kahan only, there was a makeup artist, and she said when her sister was very young, she had a hole in her heart, and no one was being able to, do that surgery. And my granddad was the one who did the surgery on her. So hearing stories like that, it shows you the value of, more than just things in life. Yeah.
Nice. Where did you read that? Well done.
I put it on Instagram, I think. Hi, Ananya.
Hi. How
I love
are
your
you?
smile. I've been seeing you just smile
And
in the
I love
audience.
your attitude. You know,
Thank
you're
you.
like a bubbly girl and a happy go kid, right?
Thank you.
So, Ananya, my question to you is, like, as you have said, no, in the interview, that now you have learned to say no. But, you know, sometimes it happens that you have to say yes, but your heart is saying no to the same.
Happens.
Like, how do you deal with it then?
I think it's not gone well for me whenever I've done that. So I'm a gut instinct sort of person. I do give my scripts to my team to read and my family to read. But if I'm not convinced to do something, I don't do it and I shouldn't do it. And it's actually not worked out for me. So I try not to listen more to what I'm feeling
And
initially.
then you straight away say, no, I can't do this.
I don't say no straight away because I'm too fast as a person. So
Yeah, I
actually,
can
for even
see that.
myself,
That's why.
sometimes I need that little time to think about it. But yeah, I don't say no. Like I take a week. Yeah,
Then you think and then
I
you
think about it. I
yeah.
go over it again and again. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
That was like that.
Just listening to all this, when you do a movie, you all must be becoming friends, right? You
Yeah.
and your co-actors, your director. Your director is such a cool guy. I interviewed him with, with everyone. How does one move on? Do you all move on, or are you all in touch? Because you keep doing so many films. Are you in touch with everyone you've worked with?
No, not everyone. When I started out, when I did Student of the Year, that time I was so young. I'd just come out of school. So I was 18 that time. And I really believed that everyone is going to be my best friend forever. And that doesn't happen because it's actually natural because you move on to another film and you form a new set of friends.
Right.
Some films are so that you stay in touch with people like Shakun and me and Sid and I because we've done 2 films together. Adarsh, Arjun, Vikram sir.
Yeah.
Some people you still stay very close to. But I think what's important is to not think about ki aage ki hum dost rahenge ki nahi rahenge. I think it's about just being
enjoying
present
the
and
moment.
just having fun in that moment. Yeah.
Super. Guys, a big hand to Ananya.
I hope y'all didn't get bored.
We have a hamper for you. To win. Yeah.
Thank you for coming, and I hope I wasn't boring and I answered all of your questions. And feel free to ask me anything later also if you guys do that.
Super.